I'm Michelle with Designs by JuJu, and in today's video tutorial, I've got a super fun and easy stitch out for you. We're going to be stitching the In the Hoop book pin holder. Not only is this book pin holder made in a 5x7 hoop, but it has 4 total widths included, a 2-pocket, 3-pocket, 4-pocket, and 5-pocket pin holder. It also requires very minimal materials. Let's get started. For the In the Hoop book pin holder, you will need the following supplies. Fabric cut according to the supply list listed within your PDF. I'm using the Love Me More line from Riley Blake Designs, a piece of fold-over elastic, some type of adhesive to close your pin holder. I'm using this peel and stick adhesive from Heat and Bond, no-show mesh cutaway stabilizer, and thread. I prefer Floriani for all of my embroidery work. Let's get stitching. All right, we are over here at my embroidery machine and we are ready to get started. This is a very quick stitch out and these little pen holders take no time at all. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first stitch is going to be the placement line for my fabric. I forgot to mention there are 4 different pocket versions that you can stitch for this project, and I am stitching the 3-pocket version. So your sizing may look just slightly different depending on how many pockets you're stitching for your pin holder. All right, so I have my placement line stitched and I'm ready to lay my base fabric down. And I'm just going to lay it directly over the placement line, making sure that all of the stitches are completely covered. Next, I'm going to run the tack down. And within this tack down, it's also going to stitch the alignment notches for the pocket. All right, so here are those alignment stitches that I was talking about. You'll have one on this side and one on this side. So using those stitches as a guide, I'm going to take my longer piece of fabric. This is going to be my pocket fabric, so you should have it 12 inches in length. And I have just folded it in half, wrong sides together. So here's the back sides, they're together. And I have a nice seam up here at the top. I pressed it with my iron, and I am going to line the top, the nice folded seam up with those alignment stitches, like so. You can place some tape if you would like to. I always like to use paper medical tape. I actually have not had any issues with the pocket catching or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay it just nice and flat like so, and I'm going to stitch the tack down that's going to secure the pocket in place. All right, so here is our pocket. So the next stitch is going to be the pin holder. So it's going to stitch a decorative bean stitch to create your little pin slots. And your thread color does matter for this step because you will see it on the outside of your pen holder. I'm going to just be using that same pink thread. All right, the final stitch is to align our elastic. So we're going to take this over to the work table so you can see what I'm doing. We're over here at the work table. Don't unhoop your project yet. We still have a couple more things to do. So as you can see, I have my pin pockets stitched here with the decorative bean stitch. And this next step is to place our elastic. So you're going to use some fold over elastic. Determining the length of your elastic can be a little bit tricky, but we recommend that you measure whatever your binder or your notebook is. You're going to double it. So I'm going to put this on my planner. So my planner is 12 inches. I doubled it, so it measures 24 inches, and then you subtract 6 inches from that. So this piece of elastic here is 18 inches. Your elastic may vary in length depending on what your notebook or planner, how big it is, okay? So I'm going to take my fold over elastic here, and I'm actually going to place the shiny side, the pretty side down. And using these pin holder pockets, see these pockets? I'm going to line it in the center of this rectangle here. Again, if you have stitched one of the larger pin holders, like the 4 or 5 pocket version, your rectangle is going to be slightly larger, but the steps are the same. You're going to center it in the middle, and you want about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of an overhang with your elastic. And then you're just going to tape that elastic down so that it doesn't move when we stitch the final tack down stitch. I'm going to do that on both sides, both ends, like so. So it's centered. And then with my excess elastic, I'm going to just fold that over and tape it right here in the center of my hoop, like so. Just make sure it's out of the stitch path. You don't want it getting caught when it stitches this final tack down stitch here at the end. Okay, so I'm just going to place it like so. We're going to head back over to the embroidery machine and we're going to stitch the final step, which is to place our backing fabric onto our pen holder. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your backing fabric and you're going to place it right side facing down. Here's my pretty side. I'm going to place it facing down like so. Again, make sure all of your stitches are completely covered, all of your tack down stitches. And it's going to run the tack down to secure this fabric in place, and it's also going to leave an opening over here on the side. So let's head over to the embroidery machine and let's run this final tack down stitch. All of our stitching is complete, so we'll take this project over to the table and we're going to finish our project. We're over at the work table and you can go ahead and unhoop your pin holder now. And I'm going to remove my tape that was holding my elastic. Next, I'm going to flip over my project and I'm going to trim away all of this excess stabilizer, making sure not to trim any of the stitches. Now that I have all of my excess stabilizer removed, I am going to trim the excess fabric. And the first step is to trim around the opening. And I always cut at an angle like so. And then I'm going to leave a 1/4 inch border around the remaining pen holder. You want to leave the opening with a little bit of an excess amount of fabric because that's where you're going to close your opening, and you need to have something that you can either hand stitch, or I'm going to use some adhesive tape here in just a little bit, but you want to have more fabric there. It makes it a lot easier to close it. All right, so now my pen holder is cut out like so, and I like to remove some of this excess bulk fabric here on the side. So you can see I have 4 pieces of fabric. Here is my opening. So I want to take these 2 pieces that surround my opening, and I'm going to fold them forward and out of the way. Now I have 2 more pieces of fabric that I am also going to fold out of the way. And see, you can see when I pull on it here, there's no opening. So I know I'm in the right spot. And I'm going to trim those 2 pieces of fabric out of the way. That just removes some of the bulk from this opening here. Next, I am going to flip my pin holder through the opening. And I'm going to use my turning tool to gently poke out these corners like so. That's why we trimmed those at an angle on the 90-degree stitches there. It allows you to poke out these corners a little bit easier. And here is what you're left with. So I'm going to remove this tape that was holding my elastic when we were stitching. And I'm going to take this over and give it a good press using my iron. And the final step is to close our opening. So I'm going to take this fabric here and I'm going to tuck it inside the opening like so. And you can either choose if you want to use a fusible product like I'm going to use, or if you want to hand sew the opening closed, either method works. It's totally personal preference. I really like this peel and stick fusible hem tape from Heat and Bond Light because it's super sticky and it's really easy to use. Tuck it in, give it a good press. And there we go. The opening is closed. And there is our pen holder. So you can tuck some pens, some pencils, highlighters, whatever you want into your pen holder. You just saw me stitch out this super quick and easy pen holder. On camera, I stitched the 3-pocket pen holder, and you saw that it was made in a 5x7 hoop, 1 hooping, and includes 4 total sizes. Here you can see I have the 3-pocket pen holder and a 4-pocket, just for a size comparison. This in the hoop pen holder also required very little materials and was a super fast stitch out. I have these both on my teacher planner, and I cannot wait to use them this upcoming school year. I hope you have enjoyed today's video tutorial. Make sure to check the description box below for lots of helpful links. Also, make sure to join the Designs by JuJu Blessing group for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy stitching!